Liz. Pedro Barros, Brazil. I don't know what's in the water in Brazil, but man, they are amazing skateboarders.
Yeah.
And just stomping everything. Pedro's 13 years old. He's been competing for 10 years. So he's still pretty comfortable. And he started competing with 3 years ago. Last year, 07.
Yeah. Oh.
And other people taking it away from you gets a little frustrating. Ben Hatch on the ramp right now. Beautiful cap sailfish. Flipping the front side and 360 bail. Ben Hatchell back-to-back combinations right here. Difficult stuff. Setting up for something big right here. It's the backside 540.
Yeah.
And a front side right
Yeah.
Big, long, strong Robinson for last year.
Yeah.
Ben Hatchell.
Bob Burnfoot signing orders. This is X Games. It's gonna be the Superpark.
Rune has been in so many competitions, big there's the high backside grid rod. He knows how to turn it on when it counts. And he knew, he was in 3rd place early. He's like, I need a good run to get the lead, and he took it away. Big backside on the board control. Rune's never rode any bowls in his coaching. It wasn't until around 92 or 3 that he moved to California. Started riding all the bowls with us. And now he's one of the dominators of concrete bowls and pools. Solid first ride right there, Rune Clifford, starting off strong. Marsan coming up next, riding for a Black Label independent rock star. Omar Hassan and Rune have battled out many years in the comedy pool out there at the Vance Park. And also at all the World Cup events. They're 2 of the hottest riders for the Bowl Series. And Omar and Rune are actually teammates as well, so they're stoked to be in this together.
Yeah, super accomplished surfer and snowboarder as well, Omar Hassan.
Just Southern California kid. Living out there in Newport Coast Race. Philo and Pinky on the big wall. Omar with another solid ride. Qualified in 5th place.
Yeah.
Backflip roll.
That was sick.
Andy Mack starting it off.
Yeah.
And Andy, he can do it all. He can ride the pools, he can ride the Mega, the Vert, Parks. Amazing skater out there, Andy McDonald. Front side on the hip into the cradle. Nice lines for Andy. And that's what it's about here at Superpark. It's the lines. Riding the whole park, using the hips. Solid intro run, Andy Mack.
All right, so Rune Clifford, your leader. Set the bar 35 even. Needed it.
It ain't over yet. 45 seconds left to close. It's over Tony Trujillo. 40 seconds left.
Tony Trujillo bumped himself up in 3rd spot right now, so he's on a podium right now.
Wow, so it's Clifford, McDonald, Trujillo up on the podium. And Rune wants to get going. He's going to have 15 seconds at the end of this if Andy keeps it going. Oh, Andy goes for the big chance. Going for late grab, misses his board. It's all over, but that's all right. Let's hear it out. Round of applause one more time for Rune Clifford taking the goal. One of the good friends of ours from the Bows Brigade, Ray Underhill, just passed away a few days ago from cancer. Mike's before there was Tony Hawk. Before Tony Hawk was there, Steve Caballero was the #1 skateboarder in the world back in 1979. He deserves a big round of applause. Steve Caballero, one of the original members of the Bows Brigade.
And of course, he's had one of the longest pro shoe models too in all of skateboarding, Steve Caballero.
For Vans, that's right. And also staying with Powell for very long too. Very dedicated, loyal man right there. Proud father, Caballero.
And pretty
Alma.
Steve Alba.
Living out there in the Badlands, East County, LA, finding and draining and grinding many, many backyard pools more than anyone else in the planet. In 1.5 minutes, we're going to introduce you to all the riders. So guys, we need to keep you lined up over there because in 1 minute we're going to intro all the riders. But they're still skating strong. Lester Kasai, Tony Magnuson, Mike McGill, Chris Miller, Lance Mountain, Pat Noho, Dwayne Peters, Eddie Radegui, Ben Schroeder, Kevin Staub, and Steve Stedham. One more time, give it up for Legends of Skateboarding. Yeah! Mickey Alba was a pro back in the 80s when he was a teenager. 15 years old, he won the first skateboarding vert contest at Steve Alba back in 1978. Spring Valor Hestia Series. And let's have a round of applause for Steve Caballero.
Yeah!
Next in, the legendary Christian Soy, inventor of the Chrysler, the Rocket Air. And we got Lester Kasai, the original ruler of the Alpha Comedy Pool with Chris Miller and the boys. Tony Mag, still going 17 foot on the mega ramp at over 40 years old. Next in, we got Mike McGill, inventor of the McTwist, way back in 1984, original member of the Bones Brigade. Next to him, let's hear for Chris Miller, one of the most stylish, legendary bio skaters ever. This guy was inventor of the bio airs. And next in, we got Pat Noho. This guy grew up at Marina Del Rey skating with Tony Alva, Jay Adams, and all the old school Dogtown boys. Still out there ripping the Masters Division for World Cup. And then we got Dwayne Peters, a master of disaster. U.S. Bombs, the Huns, all kinds of bands out there. Still punk as ever. And there's Eddie Radegui, one of the original Alba team members through the 80s, now representing the Daggers out there in Long Beach. And here's Ben Schroeder. Used to have a pro model on Dogtown. Now it's keeping it strong. And there's Steve Stedham, the one who organized this whole Legends event. Give it up for Steve Stedham. And we got, from Florida, Mike Rogers, a two-time cancer survivor, skate quad. Just entered the Soul Bowl down there at the US Open of Surfing, ripping it up in the Masters Division, always putting on a good show. He was up on the podium. Right, look at that Indy Air for Dwayne Peters. He's the one who made the Indy Air famous. Yeah, Dwayne. Rip it up. Let's give it up for Dwayne Peters, master of disaster.
Yeah, Dwayne Peters.
And my game members are in the cradle. Mike's always been a powerful, fierce contender, getting up on the podium a couple weeks ago at the Soul Bowl. The Soul Bowl's a vert bowl contest we do in Huntington Beach. That's Mike McGill. Double, Steve Caballero and Eddie Radegui. They both used to ride for Powell skateboards back in the day. Eddie broke away from Powell, got on the Alba team, and now doing the Dagger team. Whereas Cabby stayed on and one of the longest loyal pros to Powell. Let's hear it for Steve Caballero.
Yeah.
Musician as well. He used to rock and roll with the band The Faction back in the day. Steve Caballero. Give it up for Steve Caballero. Come on now.
Alright, Tony Mag and Steve Stedham used to work together back in the Uncle Wiggly days. They used to make me custom skateboards. Now the crisscrossing craziness going on in the D-Bowl. Stedham taking him out. That was a good friend. Steve's like, what happened, man? I thought we were buddies here.